The committee put their heads together and they start their own thing.
Hey y'all, it's Izzy Harrison and you're tapping in with the committee.
What's up guys, this is Azari Stevens and you're tapping in with the committee.
Some people ain't gonna like it and some people will.
Oh, the children. We're losing recipes. There's no children's choir. There are no verses.
I'm not a child.
Ooh, you're too grown for the nativity scene. Okay.
Wow, I'm 23.
No, you're not.
No, I said you said that, Shard.
I know lots.
Now they are arguing in the pulpit, and I'm about to take both of y'all outside. Hi, Anna.
I'm surprised we can argue from
What's up?
lots. See?
I didn't want to interrupt the convo that was going on, but what's up, everybody?
No, please do. It's okay.
Yeah, I told the children to get to their sermonic selection for children's choir, and they have nothing. So,
My voice is a bit hoarse.
Yeah, okay.
Hookah.
Don't start.
One word.
Don't start.
Because, Rashard, why do you have back problems at 19?
Nobody said back problems.
What?
Whoa, God forbid.
Whatever you said you had, you had some type of Diana Taurasi type injury
No,
at the ripe young age. Like, your brain is still soft. Why are you injured?
because I said that like once it get cold outside, old injuries start hurting. Like, have you not got injured before when you play in a high school sport? No.
You trying to comfort somebody? You look, Grandpa.
He's trying to. He said, if you haven't been in the locker rooms, you can't talk about it.
Your bones don't hurt when it rains? No, I drank milk growing up.
Me, I did too.
No, you didn't. You had hookah in your bottle.
Sometimes injuries happen.
Hookah in the bottle is nuts.
Well, all right. I think this is who we got for now. So yeah. Hi, Greer.
Hey, Shawnee. Hi, everyone else too.
Hi.
Oh.
No, because I'm the only one that spoke when she came on stage. Hold on. This isn't.
That's valid.
I was
That's fair.
taught you enter a space, you greet.
Oh, so the kids do know
my
something.
Damn.
But anywho, we'll get right into it. So since we last left off, there was a game in the finals. Game 3 to be specific. The Liberty got their little lick back at home. Lil' Kim did her thing. Ellie really gave a standout performance during the half. I particularly like...
Ellie went crazy.
Bro, with the Mary J boots.
And the little signature dance.
And a new color, a new cut.
Swinging that little, elephant tail.
Trunk or tail?
Well, the tail.
Okay, just making sure. I'm just making sure.
The behind.
No, I'm just making sure because Ellie be doing it all. So I needed to, clarity and to make sure y'all know what a trunk is. But yes, on the court, let's talk about what happened. I remember Shay saying on our playback broadcast that, she kind of expected the Aces to come back down to earth a little bit in terms of shooting, because we were shooting like 95%. Like, we were shooting their faces off in the first 2 games, dog. I ain't gonna hold you. So, we cooled off just a touch. What did you guys see that led into some of that?
Aces kind of were turning it over early. They had some turnovers in the half court. Like maybe about, maybe like 5. But it was like the sequence in which they happened. They were very close together, and so their offense was just like disjointed, kind of after that. And I would just say like JJ and Sabrina's pick and roll at one point was just like it felt like they were getting everything they wanted out of that for a while.
I feel like what a difference that I've seen from like the first 2 games to the last game was obviously like the Liberty was trying to play at the Aces pace the first 2 games in terms of like just like game speed and stuff. Like Aces was playing quick, and putting up some shots. Shots was falling, but third game, Liberty kind of slowed it down. They did what they thought they was going to do in game 2, and the Aces kept playing quick. Back to like Greer's point, like turnovers, quick shots, like it just was not like that's not a good mix, uh, especially when the other team is playing composed on defense and offense in general. Like the Liberty is playing composed.
Yeah, I think
One thing,
Liberty defense deserves some credit. I also think that the first 2 games, it felt like the Aces were just kind of like unconscious, almost like they just like knew exactly where their teammates were going to be and what they were doing. Whereas this game, it felt like they were overthinking and like trying to do too much to the point that they were all doing nothing, and that also led to them passing up some shots I felt like they should have taken, and just over dribbling at times on the offensive end. But also, I do think there was some credit to the Liberty defense as well because they were way more locked in on defense than either of the first 2 games.
yeah, I agree with what everyone's saying. I'm not I do still like the pace that Vegas plays with because Vegas is a fast-paced team. They play quickly. That's kind of their style of play. They don't really want to play half-court offense if they don't have to. I think what really just hurt them a lot in this game was it was a lot of one-on-one. In the previous game, they kind of Jackie was really good at making quick cuts to the basket. KP was. Um, Asia and Chelsea's their pick and roll was really nice, and a lot of the game it felt like it was kind of like pass the ball off to a guard and let the guard like try to break somebody off the drive, and it wasn't working. And they just kept trying to do it instead of kind of playing team ball. I think Becky kind of said it in the timeouts. KP said it in the post game press conference that they didn't really move the ball as much as they typically do. So I think that's something that really kind of hurt them because when Vegas is playing team ball and when they're moving the ball around, their offense is tougher to guard. Um, and I mean, that's also credit to New York's defense. They were getting in the passing lanes, and I thought they did a pretty good mix of putting Sabrina on Kia and Kia not taking advantage of it because it allows Stewie in her length to defend Chelsea, and it made Chelsea's passes a little bit more difficult. So, credit to New York for making that adjustment.
That's one thing I did not like. So, like, I realized like the first play of the game or like second play of the game, Chelsea was looking for Kia. She caught the ball and she dribbled out, and she had Sabrina on her. Like, go up. That's a height advantage. Like, we saw Kia play great the game before, and obviously, like, she's out next game, so it's not much you could change now. But in that moment, you gotta take advantage of that. Like, whoever got the mismatch.
Yeah, I think Kia nerves might have gotten the best of her in the first half of the game. I think she played better in the second half, but it was a little too late. But I think you could definitely tell her nerves they were pretty all over the place because there was like one play where she had the ball at the top of the key and it was like nobody defending her and it was like she was literally looking to get rid of the ball and Alicia Clark was going to set a screen for KP and she just like threw the ball to Alicia Clark and so the ball just
Oh,
sailed out of bounds
I saw
and it
that.
was just like Kia like breathe
Right.
relax
Yeah.
like it's okay like no one's even defending you right now and she was just like really really like it was just the nerves. I don't know if it was nerves or what. It seemed like nerves to me, but Kia definitely took a little minute to settle into the game.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
yeah.
that kind of happens within the playoffs. They say like role players play better at home.
Yeah.
So, first game on the road, and I hate it for her, but she morphed back into Bree Turner. But she like Giannis said, she was picking it up. And as Rashard mentioned, some things did happen within the game. So Chelsea Gray experienced suffered a non-contact injury, which is always concerning. She was
Was
in a
it?
boot.
non-contact though?
Yes,
Like
yes, yes, yes.
I feel
No, hold on, because they gonna say
Because at
no,
first,
like
no,
no.
at first it was
I'm
like
like this is a serious question. I'm like because when I looked at the video, it looks
looked like
like
she
she
hit Stewie.
steps on Stewie's foot, and
Yeah,
then she kind of comes up a little hobbled, and then she keeps playing, and then she comes back and she's like, "Oh no, fuck this, I can't do this anymore." But it literally did look like she stepped on Stewie's foot.
I thought the same, and then I went to the chat and I asked y'all, and Lo was like, "Nah, non-contact." So I was like, "Okay, never mind."
Yeah, because I would have to go back and look at the feet because like it looked like she was behind her. So unless Stewie got some boats
But like
that
it
I
was
don't
a
know about.
whole like trying to get that little loose ball, or like still was like what her,
Yeah,
Stewie, and Plum, and like when Stewie like made a movement, then I saw Gray's reaction on the replay, but that was from one angle.
hold
And then
on. Let
after
me see
that,
if I can find
I
a
just turned.
clip.
After that, I just turned the shit off. I was like, "Nah, fuck this," because I hate seeing injuries, especially in the playoffs.
Either
No, I
way,
feel.
she's out for game 4. So, whether it was non-contact, stepped on Stewie's foot, she's out for game 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, like with the reports, I saw like there was like different reports on
She
like
didn't touch her. Y'all, she didn't step on her at all.
oh,
Like there is no she literally like planted wrong or something on the floor, but like she didn't her lower body didn't touch Stewie's.
that sucks. Regardless, but I saw like a lot of different reports that was like, oh, like she's gonna decide if she's gonna play in game 5 and like different stuff, but like there was like one report that had more context, and it was like she's gonna get evaluated at Vegas and then see like what can happen. Like it's not just like, okay, she's gonna decide if she's gonna play or not.
I mean, I do find it
Yeah.
interesting that one of them is on crutches. They're both in a boot, but one is on crutches and one is on a scooter. Like a scooter just much
Yeah,
more severe, but it's also like do not put any pressure whatsoever at any moment. Because Chelsea, not only
Yeah.
is it a boot, Chelsea is wearing like a chastity belt on that foot right now. He has got like bloomers on right now.
I mean, look, with all it took to get her something, she was probably like, "Give me everything you got. I want the scooter. I want the little Walmart power chair to roll
Keep
around
it
in." Like,
as protected as possible until we
yeah,
get our ass back to Vegas. Shit.
because they ain't have nothing in that Barclays Center. My dog was
and the
just rolling
workers
around,
be
walking on her hands.
I mean, we saw
the
it the whole
support
way.
staff be weak. Like they barely picking her up, and she over there hobbling the whole time. Like it's two of them.
And it's like we ain't got enough people to help her back to the locker room. They might have to check in.
Damn, Ace's death is worse than I thought. They don't even got people to carry her off.
Yo, we don't have support staff. So there was discussion about the camera placement. I will admit that I am struggling with just because it's common doesn't mean it's right, because I'm like, they do that in every sport, so I didn't really have a problem with it.
I just feel like we've
I
never
don't
But
like
I don't
me
like it.
personally. I don't like it in any sport, so that's why
Yeah,
like I
same,
don't
man.
have a
yeah,
problem saying I hate it because I don't like it. I call it out in every sport. I don't like it. I don't like when there's a player injured on the ground and you see the cameras trying to zoom in through the players that are surrounding them
now
and
that I
trying to get a
hate.
peek under the towel of them crying. Like I don't like it. I've never been a fan of it. I'm probably never going to be a fan of it. Like we see the injury, we know it. We know it happened. Like there's a player at their most vulnerable moment, and I'm pretty sure it's not something that they want to see played over and over again for the rest of their life. So I hate it.
And it
I don't
sucks
like it.
that like the players know, like throughout the season, like for example, like in Phoenix when Shea Petty went down, like all the players immediately like surrounded her because they knew what the cameras was going to do. They was going to zoom in on her and paint on the floor. So that just sucks.
That part I do hate. Okay, yeah. Like I said,
It's
I
like
was
you can't even
struggling
be
to.
focused. You can't even be focused on the injured player or yourself, really, because you're afraid of what the camera's going to pick up. Like, she probably was in pain and she might have hobbled her ass back there and not waited on anybody because she just wanted to, like, break down in tears for a second, and she couldn't hold it in because who knows what the camera was going to pick up. You know, like, it's unfortunate that you can't be vulnerable without people picking it apart or recording it. Like, I know it's a game, but it's I don't think that's something we should all be privy to, and we shouldn't feel like we should be just because it's a sport.
So, okay, the reaction aspect of it, I 100% agree. Where I guess I'm kind of about is, like, I know in the NBA, like, we've seen, like, players kind of, like, jog in the back and, like, you know, try and stretch it out, and they're like, okay, they might come back, da-da-da-da-da-da. So it's like in-game speculation, and that I don't have as much a problem with as the reaction, but I see where you're coming from.
I mean, they're like, okay, if you think she may possibly come back, you follow her into the hallway, but then you keep it on her while she's like screaming in pain and
Audio,
falling to the
everything.
ground without taking a step, and like, come on, man.
Holly could have got a wheelchair, and I do feel like she knows where they're at.
I mean, she'd be walking
But
all the way back for the halftime.
exactly,
She got the
she
bar
knows them
clear.
tunnels. You know.
Yeah, but no, I understand the concept of like if it looks like she's about to come back in, you know, like she's like stretching it out or something like that. Like if she's not in like visible pain, like cool. But that one made me uncomfortable. Like watching her just like in clear, obvious, like excruciating pain back there. It made me uncomfortable, and I hate that got put out for her.
Yana, is somebody of our clan trying to get on stage?
Not that I can tell.
Okay.
Why'd you make me the co-host? I have the other droid. You should have picked one of these
Because
iPhone people.
I
Damn, you hear
have
that?
100. No, Yana, come on. I have faith. Come
Damn.
on.
Trust the droids.
We were supposed to be Green Bubbles United or whatever color we are on their phone. God dang it.
That's a damn shame. It'd be your own.
First off, aren't you in a bomb shelter?
What?
Like, are you in your basement right now?
No.
Okay, well, I still don't trust you. What part of Oklahoma, Rashard?
No, don't do that.
See.
See.
Don't do that. Charlotte got more siblings than that city got people. And
Oops. Oh, wow.
Her juice.
You see how easy it is to turn the children against each other.
Because we could
But
turn
yeah.
topic.
Oh my god. So yeah, we get to media availability today. Kia Stokes, she just said her foot hurt. She said it's something that, like,
out of nowhere. Like,
well, she said it's kind of been nagging. It just like like the way the interview went, it sounded like it's been a nagging injury and it just flared up like fully at the worst possible time. So she said she woke up, her foot hurt, she on crutches. I just want to be clear, ain't no fucking foul. Like, we stand by that.
listen, if nothing else comes
Best soundbite of the series.
Easy right now,
Nothing.
for sure.
And that's that on that. So we're down to 8 players. And I saw something that said like the hardship, in order for hardship to kick in, it would have to be down to like 7 or something. Yeah, 7. Yeah.
Carolyn Swartz time.
First off, shut up.
Tyler, please,
Hey,
moved.
at least Carolyn Swartz would post Sabrina up and take it to the room. I'm just saying.
She would. However,
she wouldn't hesitate. She would not hesitate.
No, she just got her office unpacked, got comfortable.
At this point,
she don't even know where her knee brace is.
Exactly.
Already in the facility.
She threw them things out and said, "Don't call me. Get somebody else to do it."
Okay, Angel McCautry is the other vet in the pool.
Oh, let's get some Tina Charles. But see, okay, no, in order for that to happen, somebody would have to like shut their finger in the car door or something and be like, oops, Darn, we're down to
Commentary-ass
7.
injuries.
Yeah, like golly.
Oh, damn. 7 it is.
7. God dang it. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm about to go to the trainer and ice up. I don't know. This is my shooting hand.
I'm about to be on that practice layup line.
Come
You know,
back
be
with
like,
a whole
ankle.
hand cast.
I hit
Sorry.
the
Can't
LeBron
play.
system. Wrap that whole hand up. So if someone takes one for the team, shuts their finger in the door, we go get Tina Charles, we go get Skylar. Don't check my work on this. But yeah, as of right now, no hardship for the Aces. What I will say is the Liberty won by 14 the other day? I didn't I didn't commit the score to memory. I was like, whatever.
Yes, 14-ish, I think. Something. I don't know.
And I don't recall the reactions being the same when one game was won by double digits versus when 2 games were won by double digits. I think it's interesting that nobody is saying like, oh no, darn, I miss the Comet Sparks, or I miss, the Mystics versus Shea. Like, I miss classic rivalries that were close and intense. Like, we're not saying that now, and it's kind of pissing me off, but there's nothing we can do about it.
At the end of the day, it's still 2-1. So
It is.
And
So
I just want to say, like, also for the people that have taken this time to talk about Vegas's depth, like, let's be for real for a second. Like, yes, Vegas depth can be worked on, but also the WNBA they have a hard salary cap. So you can't just go and get the best players in the world and expect everybody to fit under this tiny ass salary cap. But then also Vegas addressed their depth this summer. So to act like they didn't try to address their depth this summer and that they're just left in this hole because they didn't care about it is false. They addressed it, but injuries and apparently arrest, shit happens. So you can't tell me if you go down every roster in the W and you took away a player of Chelsea's grade caliber, Candace Parker caliber, and Raquana caliber, if you took 3 players of that type from every team, that they would be fine with the depth that they have. They wouldn't. Like, Vegas lost 3 huge caliber play. Like, that's hard to get over. They're going to have to try to do it, but no team in the W is capable of, well, I wouldn't say not capable because that's saying I'm not believing in Vegas, but no team in the W is just going to easily get over that. These are huge losses.
well, I mean, I think they're not being empathetic because they're like, well, if we lose our guards, they're only scoring 2 points a game, so what does it matter?
well, they're doing that on purpose with Vegas because it was a narrative around Vegas throughout the
Oh,
season.
absolutely.
Like, people were waiting to hate on Vegas any chance they got. Like KP said, and like Yana said, like the arrests and lawsuits and all that stuff. Like, throughout the season, there was like always some type of story that was like painted in like a negative light surrounding Vegas. So
And
they.
that dude's tweet, what's his name? Richard Cohen or something like that? When
Mhm.
he was like, oh, the world's smallest violin for this adversity. Like, bro, you're happy about injury? Like, you think that this has come back to them for some stuff that they didn't do?
You're right.
Like, it's
Also-
management versus De'Erica. It's not the players. So why would you be happy that they're, or not happy, but like kind of discrediting the stuff they've gone through over some stuff that didn't have anything to do with them like that?
And then it's the arguments that are like, well, it's stuff that they brought upon themselves. I'm sorry. Were Vegas players in the room with Raquana when Raquana did what she did?
Thank
Was
you.
Vegas players in the room with alleged Becky and whoever conversation with De'Erica? Were they a part of that situation? We're when KP's talking about the adversity, she's talking about the adversity that the players on the team have had to go through, and they've literally had to do it and be quiet about it. They have not spoken. They have not said anything. They've taken the hits, and people blaming them for whatever the situation is, saying that, for example, you had people being like, well, Asia's the leader of the team. Why didn't Asia do anything to help De'Erica? And anytime Asia is on Instagram or tweets, you see people under her tweets like, well, what about De'Erica's situation? Why didn't you do anything for De'Erica? KP was De'Erica's best friend, and she had to just literally keep her mouth shut about a situation that includes her best friend and the organization that she plays for. And the fact that y'all don't think that takes a mental toll on people.
Because mind you, when it's Diana, like, oh, what is she supposed to do? What answers is she supposed to have? She's not GM. She didn't do anything. Leave her alone. Don't ask her these questions. But like, Vegas players have been blamed for this entire situation whole time. And for a lot of them, this is like the first time the media has really painted people like this. And we've been saying this all season. Like, everybody wants to be, cheery and positive any other time except now. So now you got to deal with the media narratives, and they haven't lashed out. Because, like, the Chicago Sky was asked about their little pygmy of a coach, and they flipped out for whatever reason and was beefing with media. But, like, Vegas had to keep it cute and keep it professional all season, and you think that doesn't count as adversity, and it's you're showing your colors. And we knew
I'd
that.
rather y'all just say you hate them. Like,
yes.
it literally just be easier if you just say that you hate the players and you just keep it pushing. Like, don't try to minimize the shit that they went through simply because you don't like the organization and how the organization handled things. Like, that's a different conversation. They have no control over that, but what they do have control over is what they do on the court. And they've given their all this season, despite everything that's gone on outside.
Especially when you tried to tell me about the emotional pain and anguish a plugged-in white woman went through having her shoes stolen. Yes, her insoles were in those shoes. However, she got new ones. Like, that's it, bro. Like, please.
Or she found the ones that were reportedly stolen.
Because they're in the back of her car.
Or the equipment manager probably had it, misplaced it.
Not nasty rumors.
No, it's not even nasty rumors. It's
yes, it is. It is nasty rumors.
I'm speaking from experience. I've left many a shoe in my car and forgot they're back there. So
I'm speaking from experience too, as a damn manager, a person that handles the player's shit.
Oh my God, Richard was misplaced.
Oh God, Richard was losing insoles for his team.
No, I'm just saying in general. Like, sometimes.
Oh, where are my shorts? Uh-oh.
They're on the floor in the shoe.
Richard, what'd you do with the basketballs? They at the airport.
No, for real. I just find it hard to believe it was stolen if it was like in up with that report. But hey,
Richard, lay low, buddy, before they come out and be like, actually,
I'm here.
We had many of things go missing when Richard was. But yeah, like Yana said, please just be honest about your intentions. It just makes it easier to ignore you. But when you try and posture yourself as, oh, I'm not doing that, like, no, I'm just like, no, we see you. So heading into game 4, I'm seeing different reports. I'm seeing like Candace is out. I'm seeing it's a game time decision. I'm seeing like Becky said we'll see. Like, I'm seeing different things.
The official report that came from the East is that all 3 players, Gray, Kia, and Parker, are all out.
Okay.
So I guess people, I think earlier there was a lot of tweets without context, and one reporter posted the response with the video, and you could see that Becky was clearly being playful throughout the whole entire, interview with the reporters. So once I saw the video, I'm like, okay, Candace is not suiting up.
Becky has a good poker face, so I'll believe it when the game starts and Candace is in a, plain clothes. So, with the remaining 8 players, we were talking about this in the chat. Who's the starting 5?
Well, they've kind of already said who it
Alicia
looks like it's going to be. Alicia Clark is starting and Kayla George, at least based on what it looked like in their practices.
Mm-hmm. And the only thing that may probably switch up, it may be a change in the starting lineup, because Becky was also speaking about possibly starting Sid, so maybe she wasn't joking about that. But I like it if that is a starting 5. Like, those are all professional players. They've been with the Aces throughout the season. They know how to play basketball. They know the system. So I trust in them. It's just a matter of taking advantage of the opportunity. Like, they're there for a reason. I like Clark at the 3. She's been a big part throughout the season. Kayla George, good backup big. So I'm excited to see how it plays out.
Excuse me. I trust Becky's clipboard. It's clearly blessed, highly favored. But what do y'all feel like are, some key points for this new lineup? We'll start with Lo.
It's not even about that. I'm sorry, I'm a little late. I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Is somebody on a team dealing with a teammate that did some dumbass shit, Raquana, them dealing with her not being there and having to fill that in, is that not adversity for the people that are left on the team? Not Raquana, for the women that are left on the team. Is that not adversity for them to have to figure that out?
Oh yeah,
No, because they were supposed to pick her up and, carry
No,
her
no,
out.
like,
According
Becky,
to everyone else, it's their fault
yeah,
for
like, I guess I'm
signing
confused.
her.
Like, I'm not saying we don't give a damn about no Raquana. Well, I don't. I don't know what about nobody else do, but I don't.
Wait, we can make that a blanket statement.
Okay.
Yeah. Fuck
Not
her.
y'all, but I don't care about her. She dead wrong. Put her under the jail. Whatever you need to do. But the players having to deal with that, the loss of her, is adversity for the players, not adversity for Raquana, correct?
Yes.
Okay, I guess I'm confused on what we talking about. Like, how did that not face adversity? They lost Candace. That's adversity, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm just confused. Even the De'Erica thing, though they have nothing to do with it, it's still something that's at their doorstep every day when they wake up.
Exactly.
They have nothing to do with the situation in general, but the residual they're dealing with, correct?
Mm-hmm.
That's adversity. I'm not tripping.
I feel like everybody's now content with this. The Aces are bad people. So, like...
Yes. That's pretty much it.
I'm confused. Like, I don't know if they're trying to look at it from the perspective of the wrongdoers, and that's different. Like, if you want to have a conversation about Raquana doing wrong, we could have that. She's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to have a conversation about Becky and De'Erica, do that. But the women that are left on the team, they don't. That's not that's adversity for them. Like,
I think the word looking for is hate. They just hating.
Okay, I guess I don't.
Like,
Yeah.
we understand. I'm not sure everybody else do.
Oh no, they understand because, like I said, like right before you got on, Low, like when it's Diana, it's like, well, what was she supposed to do? Well, what she's helpless. Like, leave her alone. Don't ask her. And then now all of a sudden, I can't feel bad for y'all. Y'all had a bad person in your midst, and it's like, well, this is my coworker, fam. I went home. Like,
and if we're going to throw, like, I need everybody to be the for realist they can be. Because if we're going to talk about re-signing domestic abusers into the W, I need everybody to be the for realist they can be if we're going to have that conversation. Because if you're going to throw that on Vegas, like a person that we all fought hard to get back on this side of the waters, and we had a big hoorah on her first game back in the W, Flash in Dallas, Like
Mhm.
if we gonna have the conversation, you got to have the conversation. Like, don't just want to have it because you hate an organization or you hate certain players, because to me that's disingenuous. If you really feel strongly about this, which you should, then have the conversation.
And it's the same with De'Erica. Like, if you are using this woman's situation as a pawn in your little I hate them and I like, you're not a good person. Like, you need to do some reflecting inwardly, because it's just getting kind of nasty. But what are some keys with this new? We'll start with Vegas. What's some keys for this new lineup? Kayla at the 4. Kayla at the what? Kayla at the 5.
Kayla
5.
will be at the 4. There's
We'll
no way they're going to put Kayla George on JJ. Absolutely not.
Okay, so Kayla at the 4, Clark at the 3. What are you guys expecting from this lineup, or need to see from this lineup?
Defense.
Well, I think that those two starting, it will allow Asia to get a little bit more space to work within, because they're very, very capable of making an outside shot. AC proven, Killer George, I like to say opportunist from the 3, with the minutes that she's gotten this year, but she can still hit that shot. So I feel like it will still clear up the space in that paint area, and like they won't just be, you know, I don't want to say like looking clueless, because at times Kia did look clueless, but like I don't want to use that word, but that's the word coming to mind at the moment. So hey, but like they won't look clueless on the offensive end. So I think that could be beneficial to them in a way. It's just like everybody's a threat on the floor in terms of shooting.
I'm interested to see what it looks like defensively. I think Alicia Clark is one of the better defenders in the W for the perimeter. So her being able to move back to the 3 could be really good for Vegas, but it also takes one less defender off of Stewie, because Alicia Clark has done a really, really good job of defending Stewie in this series. So Vegas is going to have a tall task figuring out who guards Stewie if Alicia Clark's going to be on the perimeter defending. So I'm interested to see what they kind of have cooked up. Uh, yeah, it'll be interesting. I'm pretty sure a lot of help is still going to come from Sloot. Sloot had a pretty decent game in the last game. She shot the ball better, but I think Vegas would still rather her take those shots than some of the other players on the court. So I wouldn't be shocked if they have KP kind of hanging out, hanging around, ready to come set a hard trap or something like that off a Sloot.
Hopefully, Stewie guards Stewie. 2 for 20 loading. Let's go.
No, I agree with that. Or I think the focus for the Aces have to be the defensive side of the ball now, and allow your defense to help your offense out and trying to figure out the best way of going about that. And that might be mixing and matching, whether it's bringing sit in or whatever that ends up looking like. But I think that's got to be the focal point is focusing on the defensive side of the ball and allowing that to help your offense flow, because it's just going to be weird without Chelsea out there on the offensive side of the ball, kind of orchestrating everything. So that's where I think they win this game. Is if it's possible for them to win this game, it's because if they lock down on defense.
Well, see me, like obviously, like we all know, like missing Chelsea and Kia is a big blow, because those are 2 starters for the Aces, and like Chelsea's a point guard. Like she leads, it's like she's the leader of the team in terms of
We're
like,
caught up, Rashard.
oh, you can't anyway. Like I was saying, um, Tyler, hush. But like I was saying, I I just feel like See, I made me lose my damn train of thought laughing.
So, my love, you didn't have one. That was
I
my
did
point.
have
You were
The train
you
was
were on a
stopped.
fast train to
You're damn
nowhere.
right.
Train was
I was about
on
to
the
say something.
tracks.
Okay, yes. Now I got my train of thought. Like, I just feel like overall that was not a good game from the Aces. Like, without injury to Gray, I still feel like that the team didn't play good. Excuse my background.
The trenches of
New York.
Poughkeepsie. The trenches
That's
of Poughkeepsie.
New York. But no, all right. Anyway,
No, I
like
agree 100%. So it's like
Jackie didn't look comfortable like throughout the game. The body language was off.
Mhm.
Like Asia didn't have the best game, and we know like that was an off game from Asia. Like we know what she's capable of. I don't think that's gonna happen back to back twice in this series at all. So the game is very winnable. Like I'm not like, oh damn, like it's a big if they win. Like every game starts off zip zip. I think they still like a very capable team. So I'm not really concerned about who they're missing. I'm just like trying to see like what the vibe is, how they start the game.
Sure. What episode of SVU you on?
Detective Tutuola, we heard you stole the stuff.
This is every night.
Oh my god. But no, I agree.
I'm excited to see how the bench does. Like it's as a Vegas fan, it is very nerve-wracking because they haven't played a lot this season. But I am excited to see how they do. These are the moments that competitors, work hard for. And so you've been in the practices, you've been in the meetings, you got to go out there and show why you belong in a W. Like your moments here, and you follow your leaders, you follow KP, Jackie, and Asia into the game, and you bring that intensity, whatever whatever it takes mentality. So I'm excited to see what they do. I'm excited to see what Kayla George does because she can shoot. She's a really good passer. And so, if she can start off the game, maybe hitting a couple of threes, it'll make the defense kind of step out more and defend her. And when that happens, KP and Jackie, they've been really good at slashing. So if she can find them attacking the rim or even Asia, then she's very capable of making those passes. So it could be a moment. Who knows? It could literally be a moment for the bench to really prove why they belong in the W.
Amen.
I don't think like
Uh,
it ain't no stretch for me. Like shit, everybody on the bench is well rested. First of all, second of all, y'all not asking them to turn into Michael Jordan
What
overnight.
happened?
They just gotta not get you
She went
beat.
away?
Like they just got like all
Oh,
Sid
I
got to
can't
do is
hear. Can
defend.
y'all
And
I can
yes,
hear you.
we can hear Shay.
wait, who am I
Yeah,
talking?
go out and come back in.
hear me? Okay.
No, yeah, hold on, Shay. Wait, Lo, go back in and come back out. Or strike that, reverse it. Continue, Shay.
Flip it in
All I was
reverse.
saying is that like Sid, all you asking Sid to do is run the offense, get people involved, defend, knock down threes. That's not something that's out of her realm of basketball playing. Same with Kayla, same with Coates, same with like you just asking them to do their job. And if they do their job and your superstars do what they supposed to do, you're gonna be straight.
Agreed. I'm excited to see Elena Coates, to be honest. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like, Elena's been a banger since she's been in college, and I'm excited to see what she does against JJ. Like obviously JJ is a tall task. She's playing phenomenally, like amazing right now. But I do think that Elena Coates is way more physical than Kia. Like Elena comes from the school of Don, the school of the SEC. She's a physical player.
Yeah, she
And so I'm
I'm
interested to see if she can bring that out and, at least make JJ work for it, tire her out, bang with her, because JJ gets frustrated very easily sometimes too. So,
What
making
B
say
say? She rebound with her whole body. She gonna get all them shit.
That too. Elena, when she gets in the game, she gets a smooth 2 rebounds like
Real
in
quick.
less than a minute. She rebounds aggressively. And I've wanted to see her in the series since the series started, to be honest, just to see what she could do. So I'm excited to see her get this opportunity and to see what she can do with it.
Especially since she didn't get to, play in that 17. Look, I've been writing the script, y'all. This is a perfect moment for several different people. So I'm gonna keep typing. Also, thank you to everyone that donated to the Las Vegas Aces leg drive. We have enough. Me and a dedicated team will be working on stitching them together and figuring out who gets what leg. On the flip side, the New York Liberty, we talked about Sabrina and JJ on the pick and roll. What else should the Liberty look to continue doing if they hope to even up the series tomorrow?
Give the ball to JJ.
Oop,
Yep.
well.
Yep. I mean that's one of the best games I've seen JJ play like in a long ass time. That was MVP JJ that showed up. If you're getting that, you keep feeding her the ball. No, don't start settling for threes or anything like that. Get her the ball.
Like, there's no reason that JJ shouldn't be taking the most shots in the series for them. Granted, I will say that there were a couple of times, like, I know she made some threes. I think she made 4. I'd prefer for her to not get, like, if I'm a New York fan, I'd prefer for her to not get too comfortable just sitting out there shooting threes. Like, you're most dominant when you're in the paint. So, like, some threes are nice, but get your ass in the paint.
Yeah, because what I've seen in the last game, like she was kind of trying to find her rhythm from the outside and then go in. And I think she should just do it the opposite, which when she did that, she got her flow and then she just started knocking them things down.
Y'all think JJ should take more shots than the reigning MVP?
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
In the past?
That's the mismatch. I mean, that's the clearest one.
Yeah.
Waited.
But if they don't want to do that, then shit, like we fine with that.
Watch your mouth. This is a Christian space.
Yeah, I mean, that would be my game plan until they start, like, if they decide to send, like, double teams at her and force her to, make the pass out, then you be ready to, shoot. But if they're going to guard her one-on-one, then, yeah, I'm
Did Sandy have her coaching pants on, or did the circumstances just kind of carry her?
Circumstances, because guess what? Vegas was about to walk that ass down. Even with how good New York thought they was playing, Vegas still could have won that damn game.
Yeah, they were coming back.
And that's the thing. That's why it's even more even more sad and frustrating to me because, like I tweeted, Vegas was still in striking distance in that game. As well as the Liberty played, they were striking in the distance. The Aces just were playing so damn bad, but they definitely could have walked them down. But now it's just like you just got to figure it out from scratch. But to me, if they're gonna win, they need to win tomorrow because you catch kind of New York on its toes, even though New York will be, of course, the better team. You kind of catch them on their toes because, a lot of times when we watching college games and other games, we see sometimes when teams don't have their best players, it's almost harder to play them because you don't know what to expect. I don't know what I'm guarding. I don't know none of this. So in my opinion, if they're going to catch them, they need to win tomorrow because if they don't win tomorrow, then they got another couple of days to prepare for what they just saw. And then I think that's when it could get ugly.
I agree. I think it's the same as with game
Agreed.
3. If they keep it within 10, going into the fourth, 10 or less, you good money. Because they had cut it to 6 at one point, late in the fourth quarter before Chelsea got hurt.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, if they win, they need to win tomorrow, in my opinion.
Yes, please. But I'm remaining calm. So, on the same day, I think I'm starting the conspiracy. Like, I think Sandy she paid to have a whole bunch of bells and whistles to take the heat off of her. Because why did we get first and second team all W the same day as the game day. Why are we getting news of the Oakland group not getting a bid this while the game's on? Like, Sandy knew what was happening, and then the TV went out while we was watching the broadcast. Like, I'm not trusting it.
Oh, girl.
Anyway, we got first team selections. I'm pretty sure it was unanimous. So you got Stewie, Alyssa Thomas, Asia, Fee, and Satu on your first team. I put it on the Summer Jam screen. Your second team, you got NECA, Jackie Young, Chelsea Gray, Jewel Lloyd, and Sabrina. I'm taking Sabrina off and I'm putting Aaliyah Boston on. And I was arguing with Rashard on playback, and I understand that Sabrina does have a case for it because she played really well from All-Star break on, and then I don't really remember too much before the All-Star break, and I don't care. But I know the second half of the season was pretty strong because I was using it against Stewie's MVP argument. So the hating has, caused me to make some notes. But I'm still taking her off and putting Aaliyah Boston on second team. That's my snub. Next up.
Oh, I agree with you. I think Aaliyah definitely made the case to be on the second team this season. And, like, we were saying that throughout the season, actually. So, definitely a snub.
I also can't say Sabrina was better than Enrique. I can't say that with like an immense amount of confidence. I can't say that.
I personally feel like the biggest snub was DeWanna Bonner.
Exactly.
That
I was gonna say,
like,
Greer, you
before
put me in a
I
weird position.
and I love Aaliyah and I want her to be on the team as well, but I can't think of any reason why Bonner would not be on any of those teams. I think she was just as important to Connecticut's success. She was a phenomenal scorer for them. Especially when Bree Jones went down, she took on the load of being the another defensive anchor while AT guarded whoever. She was kind of in the paint banging with the bigs. And so I just could not understand her not being on any of those teams.
Because AT didn't have any help, Yana. Come on. Like, how would AT be MVP if she had a suitable sidekick by her side? No, she was playing out there with us.
That is facts. When you push the story that AT has literally nobody, then yeah, you're right.
Sharithia.
I just want to, because people keep talking about, well, Sabrina, she played well, and people quoting all types of shoot numbers in my goddamn mentions, like I give a shit. And I just want to understand, why the hell can she get away with not playing the whole other side of the ball and make an all WNBA team?
That's
It's
what I'm
not
saying.
all offense. We have all defense. I don't fucking understand it. I don't get it.
And even still, the offensive performance wasn't that prolific. Yes, I know that she
Exactly.
led the league in 3-pointers, but this is the longest season we've ever had, and she like limped to that record, by the way. So
I know that's right. Staying up for DT record.
that's actually real. Like, it wasn't a prolific offensive season. Jewel, we have Enrique in the bubble season, but like on a normal length season, we haven't seen a guard lead the league in scoring in a while. I can think of a handful of reasons to debunk it.
And for me, like, I hate. I'm almost to the point that I don't like been like talking about Sabrina because people come with so much unnecessary smoke, like you hating on the girl, all of this other shit. Like, you said the girl can't hoop, this and the third, which is not true. But for me, it's always relative. We're not saying she's an absolute bad basketball player. We're saying relatively to the people around her.
Well, y'all aren't.
Okay, well, that's what I'm saying. Relatively to the people around her, she's not what people are forcing her to be, and I feel like that's fine. To be a face or to be a star in this league, I don't think she needs to be a prolific defender, but she needs to be better. Sandy made an excellent, damn good adjustment to put her on Kia. But for you to say that you're the face, you're this prolific player in this league, for you to have to, you are that much of a liability that we're like, sit on the big man who is just almost a damn decoy? That is not good. That is awful. It's off, and I like I said, I hate talking about her because I know how people act, and I'm not trying to be shady. I'm not because I hate the girl, but that's not good. She needs to improve, and that's why I feel like I just wish people would understand that when like not Shawnee, because you know who she is. That's what we're trying to say. We're not trying to diss the girl. We don't want to hate the girl, but certain things like that's a little pathetic. Like, you can't be regarded as one of the top players in the league, in my opinion, if you are a defensive liability. You don't have to be great, but goddamn, Kia.
Hey, let me just say, it's not hating if it's true. So even if you be mad at what I say, if it's true, you got to rectify that within. So, yes, to Lowe's point.
But it was a good adjustment for Sandy now. I ain't gonna lie. That was smart.
Yeah, but it's just like, we've seen those moments when it's like crunch time and they got to buckle down and she's on the bench. So I'm with you. It's not a great look, but this is an offensive leaning league.
I don't
Like,
want to
you know,
hear
the
it.
girls
I'm
do not.
so sorry, Shawnee, sister. Everybody else on the
What?
goddamn All-WNBA teams can play both sides of the ball. Every other fucking person but
I'm
her.
not saying that. Well, why are you yelling at me? I ain't say.
want the
I'm just
voter.
saying, like,
I'm
it's
not yelling at you. I'm so sorry. Although you deserve it, I'm not yelling at you today in this moment.
fair.
But I don't understand. And the voters go and they're like, well, who would you take off and who would you, and doing all of this backwards bullshit. Explain to me, voters, why you can play one side of the ball and BRW. Explain it to me, because I don't get it.
I see. Here's the thing. Enrique's made it, and I know she like the defense didn't just like the defense started coming along this season, in my opinion. So
Okay, and
I
I've
feel like
never been like put her
but
on the front of the thing and do the.
okay.
Oh,
And,
sister, we're right here. Me neither.
But even with that said, like, things change season to season, and there were 10 players in the league this year who were exceptional on both sides of the ball, and she was not one of them.
There
I
were
was
more
just
than 10 too. There was
Yeah.
like Sykes could have been on it. Obviously, we already mentioned Aaliyah, and Bonner. Like, they were all Alicia. Like, a lot of players that made impacts on both sides of the ball for their team, night in and night out.
Do we think any of the wing, well, not Big Three, but Big T or Natasha Howard, how close were they to being considered a snub?
No, I don't think they
Okay.
are.
Okay.
Big T missed a good bit of the season, and then when she came back, I think, and it's probably no fault of her own some of the times. I think her team really didn't do a good job of playing through her as much, and so her numbers didn't really show her impact sometimes. But yeah, I wouldn't pick her over the people that were on there.
Okay. I'm just asking questions. A little devil's advocate, just a tad bit. Or excuse me, Gino's advocate. And we're definitely okay with Shanae not being on.
Oh my god.
That was so unnecessary.
I'm just making sure. So, yeah. I want more transparency with the ballots. I kind
of wish they showed the votes, like, for people who almost got on too. Like, they capped it at everybody who made a team, but I kind of wish they showed the voting for just everyone, like, who all got votes.
What made that announcement different than all of the others?
Yeah.
I'm afraid we're out of luck. They're not going to give us any more information than we need. Also, which is a lie, because we need more information. Sorry, Lo, go ahead.
I'm sorry, this is just a random thought. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Maybe because I'm getting old. Maybe I'm 30. I just couldn't imagine I just can't fathom sitting on this app every day and talking to people and being and interacting with people that I don't like or that I don't care for or I don't like what they say. I just don't know. I just wouldn't do that. If I was, I just don't understand it. Maybe because I'm old. I don't know. But if I don't fuck with you, I don't got shit to say to you and you don't got shit to say to me. I don't understand.
See, the difference is you have motion on and offline.
Okay, well.
Because people want to be in the mix, so they can't, every time they try and leave, they see the fun and games, and it keeps pulling them back.
Okay, I just don't understand that, but,
You're on a different plane.
Okay.
But in current events, the Phoenix Mercury hired another random white person to coach their team.
A random white male.
What's his name? Matthew Giblets? What something
No.
Tibbets?
What?
I'm letting y'all know right this very second. I saw those consonants.
Tibbets?
I'm not calling him by his. No. He's Giblets until further notice. So they hired the former Orlando Magic assistant coach, something Giblets, to coach the Mercury. He has no experience coaching women's basketball. He has no ties to really anything other than his NBA affiliation. Now, the Magic have, they've been doing some things, making some things shake, but they're still not world beaters yet. So I'm not understanding what Phoenix is doing. I'm looking at DT sideways because as much as y'all can sit there and say she ain't got no say, but you're not fooling me. Like, she's the face of the founding franchise, one of the founding franchises. Like, yes, she has a say. So to go from Steve Nash dupe to this guy, like, what are you doing on your way out?
Not Steve Nash dupe.
Like, she clearly doesn't care about the well-being of the franchise because these coaching decisions are just, they're not indicative of that.
Mm-hmm. And not only did they hire this guy that has no experience, but he's the highest paid coach in WNBA history. Like, it's like he made history off this white male.
Like, they didn't no crisis communicator. Like, nobody looked at the fucking plan before it went out. Like, nobody with the magnifying glass was like, are we sure that that's part of the headline?
And then
that we want
the closest he's worked with women's basketball in general has been his father.
Right.
From my understanding, like what? That like he's about to be coaching grown women and he's probably never watched a game. Like
I need footage of the interview. I'm the son of a woman.
And
You know what?
they expect him to come in and have the respect of these players immediately.
If DT say so, they will. But anywho,
mm-hmm.
This is what's funny to me. What's funny to me is this league is so funny, and this how I know this shit is intentional. Like, I sit here and talk about intersectionality every single day of the week. This is why we have dissertations from people around the people around Twitter, people around the women's basketball community about how this is just insane for this man to come in here in this woman's place and take this and have this job and be the highest paid person with all of this, da 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 da. They arguing down. But you will take the same concept of misogyny, feminism, whatever you want to call it, and take it and shift it to a racial undertone with a racial message, and people act like they just don't understand when at the end of the day it's the same damn concept. That's how I know it's disingenuous. And it's even funnier because these men, and I don't even want to say just men, the people who are coming in defending this man getting this job and defending him being paid this much are using the same damn talking points these people in Twitter and this W community use against us when we stand up for the racial disparities within this league. And they're too fucking stupid to even realize that these people are pulling a you on you. You just won't get your head out of your ass and take a step back and be objective to see that they're pulling the same thing that you're saying on the racial disparities. This is why you can't be one or the other. You have to realize that this is a league built on black women, and you have to realize the intersections because you can't pick and choose, because you look real funny in the light with your talking points against, well, he's just a man, so he's just getting this. He doesn't deserve this. Oh, well, it looks good to the public. That's what people want to see. That's not fair because these women, now let's take the same talking points and apply it to Sabrina. That's
we're here now.
That's what we've been saying all year, but you refuse to see it. It's the same concept, and that's how I know people are picking and choosing, and that's how I know people are disingenuous, and that's why I don't like it. Because you could write dissertations about this, but you can't understand where people are coming from when we say the thing versus Asia versus Sabrina. You can understand now that we are talking about the situation that, oh, no, it's okay, we're not really dissing the man for real, but when we talk about racial disparities, oh, it's not the women's fault, you're blaming the women. No, we're not. So I know y'all be picking and choosing, and I don't like it. It's not fair, and we see you out in the light, and you're too silly to even realize what you're doing. Damn dummy.
Yeah, and it's extra interesting, like when ESPN does a study and says, like, yeah, like granted they didn't say, implicate themselves, of course, but they did the study on the disparities between, black and white players and marketing and all of that kind of stuff. So there's like, it's on paper, the stuff people have been saying in Twitter, but it is a lot easier to just, go about your business. And this is an easy one because it's women versus men. So now it's like, oh, we're all on the same side. And it's like, yes and no, fam. Because like you said, what's your favorite word?
Intersectionality,
Bitch.
I'm only gonna jump on for a little bit because all of this is a little bit too much for me right now. But I will say this: this is why when you get on this app and play the whole respectability, I'm above the petty BS. I don't. I'm rooting for everybody. I support everybody. But then conveniently jump into these conversations surrounding race, surrounding diversity and equity, surrounding intersectionality, surrounding Mr. Noir, and try to tell people how shit works, and you haven't even built a successful business yourself. That's when I have to call you out, because I'm sure you're on this from your burner. But I just want to let you know that what you tweet and what you say only makes you look goofy, and the players see that you're a goofy. So you can be worldwide, but you're a lame, and your content's lame, and you steal from other creators, and you don't produce original thoughts. And what you said about people tweeting about Sabrina actually goes hand in hand with what just happened with the white man that was just hired. Because the same way you said that when people tweet about Sabrina, it gives them more engagement. Let's flip the script. So this white man who wasn't qualified for a job that he just got, being the highest paid person in the league of all coaches, and again, unqualified, people tweeting about it doesn't make him a social media sensation. It doesn't make businesses put him on their cover and make him the cover model. It won't get him on the NBA 2K cover. But what it will do is highlight a discrepancy among men and women. And the same way we tweet about Sabrina will highlight a discrepancy between black women and white women. So people's tweets are not whatever your algorithm says, that's actually incorrect. When people tweet about systemic issues, they're tweeting about systemic issues, and they want people to see what they say. That's the whole point of people speaking about an issue, is to draw attention to the issue. Drawing attention to the issue and drawing attention to the person are two separate things, sister. So yes, with my mugshot in your pictures, it still ain't gonna stop shit. Thank you.
All right. And you know what also bothers me about this? These arguments like, oh, let it be, blah, blah, blah. Like, y'all didn't know who Coach Giblets was because nobody covers the Orlando Magic. It's literally like LeBron centric. Where is, the big name stars? What are the Warriors doing? Like, I watched the men's game. They are not talking about the Orlando Magic. They've made improvements, the Magic have, but you couldn't tell me what this Giblet dude was doing before now. So then you just come over here arguing because he has a penis. I don't like, and that's y'all weird for that.
There it is. Arguing over dick. America in a nutshell.
Pretty much.
I just want everybody to, and I know like it's hard, but I just want everybody to just be objective sometimes and just be for real. Like, it's literally like, I say it all the time. People can understand feminism front to back, up and down, which ways, and then act like they don't understand what racism is. They act like they don't understand the concept and how it works. And I just don't get that. And I feel like you're picking and choosing, or you just too old to be ignorant. So read a book. Like, it's just disheartening. Like, I just want everybody to do better, and I know they won't, but I I want everybody to, because
But also, like, what do y'all get off thinking that like disagreeing with Lo in her replies is gonna change her opinion?
who disciplined agreeing to my replies?
When you, what did you say the other day? Asinine, insane, da 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 da, and Home Skittles was like, no
Oh,
facts.
he's always in my mentions. He only pops up when I'm discussing stuff like that. I don't know.
Tweeting
I
the
think he
bits.
likes me.
Yeah. Because if y'all don't know anything by now, you should know we're 10 toes down with whatever we say.
And these like lame ass journalists that got on their high horse about why the Aces made a decision not to have them there. After today, we've watched journalists and media do nothing but make jokes about injured players and the shit that the players have gone through, while simultaneously being people that want to support someone dealing with mental health as a result of interactions that they've had in the W. Is it Uchiwali or one Mike? Like, are we supporting all victims of some sort of a discrepancy with the league? Are we focusing on everyone's mental health? Is it versus not something that everyone encounters as a professional athlete, and regardless of the level or severity that you deem that adversity to be, it is still an issue for them?
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. Like, part of the problem is they've already created this narrative that they're the villains. So now it's like the chickens are coming home to roost, if I'm using that correctly. So now, like, all the things that are happening to them. Huh?
I ain't never heard that before.
Look up Jeremiah Wright and hurry before the stream cuts off. But, Shay, go ahead.
No, I just want to circle back to Phoenix and just say that with all of the, obviously the Aces have their other external issues that's going on. Phoenix has a fucking culture problem. And
Hello?
I don't understand. Like, this is the same team that is dragging old Yeller skeleton across the damn W, they have no plan if she retires. They have no stars to go to. And when she retires, they're going to put Sophie as the face of the fucking franchise. This is the same team where the coach played in Skylar's face. They brought the coach back and then decided, oh, well, maybe we should have fired her. Skylar can't get into her damn workplace. This is what Phoenix is. We had a former player on here tweeting saying that there needs to be a conversation about Phoenix locker room. Phoenix is a terrible culture. All of it is shit over there. So if y'all want to do something, maybe you should go and investigate what the fuck they got going on over there, because it looks terrible. And them hiring that man it all works together. It's all the same shit.
Because, again, we've been saying this time and time again. When the server stuff hit, nobody was asking questions how this affected the Mercury. And like you said, a whole bunch of players they've corroborated that story. They won't tell us what happened. And that's, I guess, their business to share when they're ready to share. But they've all hinted that, something ain't clean in the milk down there. And you're just going to press on and have All-Star down there and then have all these men running when you just had a man in a workplace harassment situation. Like, I don't.
And those situations are not a reflection of the players, but somehow
Hello?
Vegas
We said that, yeah.
Vegas is a reflection of the players. So, like, let's pick one. Like, either it is an organizational issue and the people that actually did commit or allegedly committed said crimes or said issues are the people we're going to hold accountable, or we're gonna reach for low hanging fruit.
Exactly.
Because if groping and touching women and having inappropriate relationships isn't a reflection on DT, then Raquana beating up her spouse allegedly isn't a reflection on Kelsey, regardless of her saying the word adversity or not.
Ding, 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 ding.
Like, these like moral competitions of who's the best person and who's the most liberal and who says checks the right boxes are so full of shit, because like they go nowhere. Like, what does it do for the situation for Kelsey to say anything different than what she said? Could she have said something different? Sure. But how does that help the victim? How does that move the needle with because the WNBPA still ain't did shit about it. So like, what is her statement gonna do in support of survivors in the future? But y'all are looking for quotes and you're looking for life-changing shit from people who dealing with shit on a day-to-day basis that you have no depth to ask about. Them girls watched their point guard go down and scream the shit pop 2 days ago, and you trying to ask them how's it going through shit? Bitch, it ain't easy. The fuck? Like, what do you want these athletes to say? This or like, if people actually did their fucking job and listened and like did research, ever since this team has been put together, everyone said we are a part of this organization because we are doing our fucking job. The goal here is to win. The goal here is to win as many times as we can. That means some of us are going to take pay cuts. That means some of us are not going overseas. That means we're going to spend more time together. That means we're going to sacrifice for the sake of the team. So if you've got a team put together of players like this, any issue that is not related to winning a basketball game is adversity, because that's what these women are here to do. That is their job, to win. So if somebody got to play more minutes, adversity. If somebody get injured, adversity. If a nigga don't text back tomorrow morning, adversity, because the shit don't help the team.
Hey, don't send no paragraphs back though, because they do not care.
I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna keep sending them, because what they gonna do?
Also, what is the expectation? Like, I know like it sucks stuff getting canceled last minute, but why did it seem like that was such an issue? Like yesterday, like I'm asking for real, because to me, like I said, I know it's inconvenient, but you know, if teams don't typically do that and then they do it at the last minute, I guess I would assume like, oh snap, something might be wrong, something came up. So I don't. It seemed like that was such a bad thing yesterday. I don't know, like, how does that?
Because it's always what was fucking me.
Okay.
Oh my God, I did my job and like I can't do it today. Well, whoop de fucking do.
Yeah.
Like, and my thing is, if 3 people showed up to a professional team's practice or only showed up to professional team, that's an issue in and of itself.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all are covering the team and only 3 of y'all showed up,
and I hate to,
like I did 2 weeks ago, the fuck?
Like, I hate to keep bringing them up, but there wasn't this much outcry when the Mercury lost the other year and just went home and like ignored the media. It was just like, oh, they're not speaking, like that's not cool. But like, guess what? Y'all did y'all jobs when they came in. Like, I thought it wasn't cool when they did it.
But try to guess where the conversation went. Mental health. These players just lost a major game, and
I remember that, yeah.
Right now, because their mental health is not in the right space. You see how that shit get moved for certain people so that they can escape accountability, as everybody likes to use on this motherfucking app. Everybody's got to be accountable for some shit.
You got niggas punching doors.
Mental health after losing a championship, but we can't jump to mental health after somebody just went down.
Facts.
To your question, Lo,
so
I think they were genuinely upset because they wanted to see y'all, the Aces, heartbroken and destitute. That's what I think, and I think they missed out on that.
And
correct, Shay.
And that's why I was so happy. All of the footage today was them smiling. Everybody was like, "Oh, they look to be in good spirits. They're having a blast." And it's like, well, yeah, because we ain't gonna let y'all. We ain't no hoes.
I'm so glad you said that, Shay, because I was talking to my sister about that earlier, and I was just like, the way some of these people are responding, it really just gives me the vibes of they really just want to see some of these players broken. Like, it's
profiting
like,
off of black pain. Come on,
like
this is a tale as old as time.
They've been through this. They've been through this. This is the moment. This is the moment we finally get to see the villains broken. This is the moment that we finally get to see them down. And I was just like the way people are responding to some of this stuff, it just gives me the vibes of they really just wanted to see them sad, like you said. So I'm happy that they're in good spirits. I mean, they still have a lot to play for. They just got to win one game, right? And they know that, and they know that they have to, like
But who
become
knows
even
if they're
closer and
actually
do what they
in
gotta
good
do.
spirits? Like, who
Yeah,
knows if
that's
they're
true.
actually like no one is
And
actually close enough or doing the work to actually dig a little bit deeper than surface questions.
And
Like,
that's what, I'm sorry,
But I
Blue.
hope they in good spirits. I pray
That's
for
what
but
them.
that's what bothers me though. The fact that they feel like that's something they have to do if they're not. Because damn, it be sad.
bingo.
Shoot. And I feel like it takes me back to when Aaliyah ran out of her way to cover Zaya's face because the baby was crying and she knew I don't want to see the media to see you crying like this. I don't want them to see you broken until I'm gonna guide you and we're gonna cover your face off this court right now. They shouldn't have to. If they spirits broke, that's fine. Why not? I hate the fact that they even have to feel like they need to show up, and even if it's a fake happy, don't be fake happy, be sad.
But let's go a little bit deeper. The players and their spouses have said when Chelsea was injured the other night, there were W media in the backstage area with their cameras out trying to get footage of the girl. Like, nasty. This inability to separate, like, you feeling like you need to have unfiltered access to these players at their lowest points, but then not doing the same in the positive. Like, none of these people that are back here have done the work to go to Vegas, drop an article about Chelsea's life and the depth to which she is right now and where she is in her career. But you do want to get a story so that you can be the first person to post a picture about what you think her injury is.
Knowing darn well ain't none of y'all doctors. But, you know, like y'all said, just gotta win one. Just gotta win one. So if all hearts and minds are clear on that point, Angel Reese signed with Reebok.
Turn it up, turn it up.
That promo video.
Dope.
So
I'm so happy. They're so dope. Like,
Amazing. Wonderful.
they got it. Like, I feel like it's the first time I've seen the culture part just nailed. They did that. It was subtle, but it was black. It was great. I loved it. She looked nice. The nails, the ear, all of it. I loved it. Like, Shaq did his thing. Like, I was genuinely excited when I saw that earlier.
My kid gonna have some Angel Reese box. I'm gonna have them shits on.
Shay, please.
I'm gonna be Reebok down going to that fucking LSU game.
in the
Girl,
Bayou Barbie full
I might
uniform.
have to trade in. I might have to trade in my 990s for some
Oh wait,
Reeboks now.
whoa.
I'm gonna have to.
And Reebok has made some pretty good shoes. I mean, I haven't seen any good ones
like
since the
2 decades
Iversons.
ago. Yeah.
Okay, Greer, but
I'm
it's
saying
better than Under Armour. Oh, okay.
it's a real opportunity for them to like come into the new millennium with some shit.
There we
Exactly.
go.
Yeah, it's just like the questions are obviously iconic. A couple other pairs here and there, but for women,
And
like the
I had
5411
some
is like
Shaqnosis.
that's it.
let's not
Like
forget Reebok. Reebok is who started with Venus and Serena. So if they can like do a full 30-year flip, that would be crazy dope.
Yeah, and I trust them to do it. I that was just my point. Like, they're not completely swaggerless.
And don't stop at Angel. Don't stop at Angel. I think there's like a bunch of green space in the women's game. Like Angels just should be the tip of the spear, really.
Yeah. So be on the lookout for those drops. The AP Top 25 dropped.
We're getting so close. It's so
Yeah.
there.
So at the top of the poll was LSU. Then we go UConn, Iowa, UCLA, Utah, South Carolina, Ohio State, Virginia Tech, Indiana, and Notre Dame at the top 10. Just outside of that is Tennessee and Ole Miss, and Texas and Maryland. Stanford kind of in the dirt at 15.
Mm-hmm. Ohio State's too low for me.
Overall, I think
Yes, agreed.
Ohio State's way too low for me.
Yeah, overall, I didn't like the list.
It's
I
not
see
4/7, but
some.
way.
Overall, I didn't like the list. I could see why some teams are where they are. Um, I just wish that it was like consistent throughout the years with the reasons of why some teams are where they are. Like for example, like I have no issue with South Carolina being number 6. Like I get why people will put them 6. Probably will put them lower, because they like lost a lot. But like we've seen the same thing happen with other teams throughout the years, and they'll like still be like ranked like 1, 2, or whatever. And like not just like on South Carolina, but like just throughout the poll. I don't like how some teams are positioned. I do know it's just like preseason rankings. We all know that's going to change throughout the season. I do think that Texas A&M will definitely be ranked in the top 25, like throughout, like at some point in the season. But I just don't like the list overall.
Okay. Anybody else?
I think it's look pretty good to me. I don't have no issue. I don't have no issues with it. I think some people gonna have to prove themselves, but I mean, it's from how the season went, it looked fine to me.
How we feeling about Cox at 6?
That's cool. I respect it.
I would put him at 10.
Hey, I like it. Just let them hoop and let the people at the top get all of that hoopla. Y'all got it. Because LSU fans.
I think for me, like that is an unknown. Like of some of the top 10 teams, that is probably one of the more unknown teams. And I think 10 or like that 10 range says good, a lot to prove. 6 says borderline Final Four. And I don't know if you know that yet. So that's why I would say like 10.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think like yeah, the potential to do that, but I mean, I think if anything, it's a little high, but ultimately, it's not like egregious by any means. Putting them at 6.
I don't even think it's a little high. I think they still, when you look, they still have a very good roster. They have a proven coach, a proven system. So I don't think it's too high. I think it's fine. If they drop, they drop. If they don't, they don't.
Same. Like there's a respect factor that we've been fighting for, so I don't mind it.
Right. They earned it.
Yeah.
I think Iowa too high.
Child,
Yeah.
say it again, Shay.
Right?
They are.
Like
I was just about to say that. I was like, what's the nicest way to say
That's
that?
Yeah.
Congrats on the the run last year, but let's be for
Like
real.
that's
They
yeah,
lost
that's
Big
like
Nano.
Big Nano.
They missed
exactly.
Big Nano.
But they got that girl.
Stokey.
O'Grady.
Yeah,
She is a
O'Grady
lot,
hoop.
but that's a big shoes to fill. But I think she's.
Yeah.
yeah. No, I like her a lot. I'm ready to see how she grows with the big.
I ain't gonna say I like her a lot. She didn't do that much for all of that. But
Oops.
I think she's decent. I mean,
Sedano,
Slow
not
your
that she's
roll.
I
bad.
liked her in her role. I liked her a lot in her
I
role.
don't even really remember that, but I know she's there. Her presence is there.
Y'all talking about
I'm just saying,
Stokey or O'Grady? Because that's two different people.
Stokey is a black girl.
Yeah.
Stokey's the black. O'Grady's the
Red.
actual replacement.
Did she have red hair?
O'Grady is tall and blonde.
Wait. Then who's the chick with the eyes?
That's a guard. That's a
Yeah, I know.
guard.
That's why I'm confused. I thought that was O'Grady.
We're
No,
talking about the
that's Gabby.
replacement for Cesano, which is
Yeah.
O'Grady.
Hmm.
Matt
The one
Marshall
with the
was
eyes
the
is a
guard.
guard,
Yeah, she's
Shawnee.
a
The
guard.
No,
little
I know
guard.
that. No. I know that. I'm saying I thought that guard's name was O'Grady. So when y'all are saying like O'Grady, I was like, that don't sound right.
That's Gabby.
Gabby Marshall. There we go.
How
Yeah.
did you get O'Grady?
It starts with a G.
No, it starts with an O.
So
But
I was.
O'Grady had I think 14 and 10 and 19 minutes or something, like in 19 minutes the other day. So she's got potential. She was a pretty high recruit for Iowa's standpoint. So and she's taller.
Lisa Blender deserves nothing, so we'll see what happens.
How about who else? Let's see. I don't want to click it. I might.
How y'all feel about UCLA at number 4?
I agree. I would put
I like
Ohio
it.
State higher, but I agree.
Mm.
Nah,
I think Ohio State should be higher. I'm kind of shocked that Ohio State got thrown under Ole Miss low key. And don't lie, I'm rooting for Coach Yo, but I'm really shocked at how high they
Wait,
started.
no.
I think
Ohio State is 7 and Ole Miss is 12.
Oh, okay. Well, Ole Miss still a little higher than I expected.
Ohio State's definitely lower than I had anticipated. Like Cody went out there, and they added.
I feel like I don't know.
Oh wait, it was Maryland.
Oops.
Maryland.
That's who I
feel like
thought
they're
would be higher than
defensive-minded
Ole
team, and we
Miss.
know how the girls do about defense. So
True love.
It frazzles their brain.
I don't think people know how to
like trade that almost like they just I feel you. That's valid.
I'm fine with where Maryland at because again, shit, don't put us in no.
I think they'll finish. I don't know. I can't like. Brenda always finds a way. So I think I wouldn't be shocked if Maryland ends up in the top 10 before the season's over.
Let them
You know.
Shout out to my Trojans, first time in the preseason jump since like 2001 or something crazy. Shout out to Juju.
Damn.
Also, I think Louisville, even at 17, is too high for me, especially after the season that they had.
But I just think they got a lot of transfers and stuff. I think they'll be solid.
They were kind of struggling.
You don't think they could be 17, Shard?
No, a little lower.
I don't know. I think that's okay.
No, let's turn it up. Jeff Walls hate. Let's go.
Okay, well, but I don't think 17 is. I think they've got a pretty good pieces that they can make that shape.
UCLA is interesting. I do think they have a solid team when you look at the roster. But like Lo was saying earlier, like this is going to be a lot of teams throughout that has a lot to prove throughout the season. Them getting Betts is huge. I think that's like the one missing piece that they needed. I just want to see how everything gels together, especially the players that were injured. Like
they still need a wing though, Rashard. Like they're still small. They're still small at the guard spot. So I mean, like good.
Yeah, a lot to prove.
Great. Yes, but I still think they like that 3-4 position could still be a scary moment as well.
Corey Close been like one player short. I feel like for so much of like Charisma Osborne's time there. So like this.
Yes, everyone's been hurt.
This is the moment. Like this is your big one. Do it.
I hope the Oregon transfer is healthy this year. Angela Dugalit. I'm not sure if I pronounced the last name right, but I tried. But I hope she's healthy. That just
Dugalich.
Okay, got it. But I hope she's healthy. Like it's just another player that adds to their roster. She was talented, based off some of the games that I've seen, and I just want to see how she plays in that system. Healthy.
They got the wide hip sister too. I love her. Can't nobody, y'all know what's the child name?
You talking about Emily?
Now why would you?
Is it
No,
Emily?
she's like 6 foot, but she played the center position for them last year. From the South. No, that's white girl. This is one
Cameron
of us.
or Christine? Cameron or
no,
Christine?
this post player, y'all, not guard.
Christine.
Yes, I loved her.
Yeah, she's a good player. She just needed to get in like a little bit better shape.
Yeah, but baby, them hips was knocking hoes down, and I love her.
Yeah, she uses her body well for sure.
Now what time y'all got on here today?
What are you talking about?
Oh boy, here you go.
We were here on
Bridges
time.
gave her name,
Wait, I can't hear. Who, Dolores?
Bridges gave her name, but she was the backup post player for UCLA last year.
Yeah, Christine Iwuala. I don't know how to say it. She's 6'2".
I know who you're talking about.
She's a great player. Love.
She was a freshman last year.
Yeah, if she slimmed down even a little bit, she's gonna get great minutes.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Because she didn't play in the first matchup against us, but she played in the second one.
I know. Yeah, I know that.
I like her.
Just the last top 10 I'm gonna ask, and then we can go to the bottom of the list. How y'all feel about the Fighting Pixie Cuts at 9? Indiana.
I
You
like
can't
it.
bet against them.
I think they're gonna, have to figure out who replaces Grace, but I think they still have enough pieces, more pieces. Like I think they have a little less unknowns than other teams do.
Is that where
What?
Nikola Shakova at?
No, that's Ohio State.
They
But they are returning Mackenzie Holmes, obviously, who is
and they
Mhm.
got my sister from Oregon that was featured last year.
Parrish.
Yeah.
Parrish, and
Yeah,
then they
Parrish
just
was
got a
good.
trend. They got the girl from Minnesota that can shoot threes really
Oh
well.
yeah, Sarah.
State.
She'll play more minutes because she came off the bench last year.
Yeah, she'll
They
probably
got
start.
the tall white girl that was crazy good from overseas with the
Is
crazy
it
good 3-point percentage, but post play.
guard?
Her.
Yeah.
And then they should have picked up a portal baby.
I'm not sure, but they also got that. I'm not sure if you mentioned her, but Chloe Moore McNeil.
Yes,
That
that's my sister with the
Yeah, she's.
I like her. I really like her game.
She doesn't have let me not. Y'all know Yarden Garzone is who I was talking about. She's good. Yeah,
Yeah.
they got a starting 5. They got Holmes, Paris, Scalia, Chloe Moore, Yarden Garzone, and they just need to find two books in the possible off the bench and
2 books in the possible.
Sounds like a pizza.
back to the Sweet 16.
Yeah, no, I think they'll be solid.
All right, go Pixie Cuts.
Y'all talk about North Carolina. Call me to the stage because I need to discuss my daughter. But until then,
Go ahead. No, you
mute.
go ahead.
Oh.
We're in
No,
the
you-
bottom half.
He's talking about Donarski, y'all.
Yeah, me and my kid. Y'all pray
Right,
for my
Rashard
child.
already think it's about to adopt his daughter.
No, he said
Rashard,
his
don't.
child. No. He said his child. I know who his child is.
I did, so shut up.
Brandon, I'm not like you. I know my kids.
Oops.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
So my kid, y'all, I'm scared. I'ma just be honest. I'm scared for my child. This gonna be the most black people she's ever played in her entire life.
Okay.
And if one thing the ACC do got is good guards, and baby girl, she didn't do enough cone drills at Iowa State.
Yeah, this could be most she done played with too.
Y'all, that's not gonna work.
I don't know.
He sounds so
Like
concerned.
UNC is gonna be a good.
Dolores, why?
Concern right there. Like that's.
It's not gonna
Dolores,
work.
why you didn't put her in one of them inner city summer camps? She should have been at the Sunshine House or something.
Because she did not call. I gave them my number and my email address 3 months ago, and they chose another option. And then they said that they picked my daughter up because they needed a point guard, and she's not even a point guard.
Because that's also concerning.
Yeah.
And I know she won Defense Player of the Year in the Big 12, but that is a different type of player. Her only stress during the season was Rory Harmon. And Rory didn't even make jumpers. She is screwed.
Stop.
It's definitely a huge step up. The guard playing the ACC compared to
What's the
Big
girl when Hidalgo?
She gonna get cute shoes.
When Notre Dame plays North Carolina, she is gonna be a human highlight tape.
Florida State. Who
Latson's gonna eat her alive. Hidalgo's gonna eat her alive.
the one that went to Miami?
Jada Curry is gonna baptize the child.
Yeah, Sellers. Not Sellers.
No, Sade Wilson.
Yeah, they will.
Sade Wilson. But wait, can they go to the tournament this year?
Yes, I don't think there's a postseason ban. I think it was just a probation.
Okay.
It's so crazy you said that because I think UNC is going to be perfectly fine. I think they may be.
I didn't say the team, Rashard. I said my daughter.
I think she's gonna be fine there too. Like I like the pickups they got. Aside from her as well, I think they got like a full team. I'm interested in seeing how Tioni Key plays a full year healthy from her ACL injury. Like I think
talking about her getting ate up on defense. You talking about the
right?
whole team?
We
saying I
was
think
gonna move there
like,
once I
I
finished
hear
breathing my child's ankles.
I hear it. Like I think she's gonna be fine this season. I don't know if she's
And
gonna
I
be.
hear that he keeps
If they don't
talking.
put my child in a zone, she's
I don't
toast.
think. I don't think she's gonna be tasked with guarding Hannah at Notre
Then
Dame.
who's gonna get the task?
Maybe Deja. Like
Isn't that not what she's
Okay,
there
so then
for?
who guard Olivia?
Olivia's not even 100% yet. She may not even be on the
By the
Okay, but
time
either
Okay,
ACC
but
play comes?
hypothetically, like that's like what she was there to brought there to do was
and
to
thank
then
you, Tyler.
presumably defend. You know,
Comedian.
also I don't see like me personally. I don't see them starting Olivia and Hannah at the same time. I feel
Okay.
like
that's not. That's not
Wait,
like
what.
wait. The second
you
coming
y'all
of
just
Skylar Diggins Smith is not starting?
Rashard.
What?
well, I think it makes sense
Rashard.
to have a ball handler
Rashard.
come off the bench. We saw Notre Dame
Rashard.
why
Rashard.
Olivia went out
It's
Rashard.
positionless basketball now.
Rashard.
Everybody start.
and they struggled when
Rashard.
Olivia went out. Like, come
Rashard.
on, it's
Rashard.
not crazy to say maybe she comes off the
Rashard.
bench.
Rashard. Rashard.
What?
Rashard. Rashard. Rashard.
Does
What?
Notre Dame have another Mabry?
No, they don't.
But like
A coach.
this is his team.
Don't they have a
This is
Mabry
his
Yeah,
adjacent?
team.
my team, but I'm just
This is
being
his team, and he
yeah.
knows that
I
that
don't
woman
think
does not play she is not concerned with a guard off the bench when Hannah Hidalgo is on the team, and you over here trying to be Kim Mulkey talking about Hannah Hidalgo.
no. I'm not
Like, what is
being.
wrong with you?
I'm just being honest. Like based off what I've seen in the past few seasons, like
From
they
her?
um, I'm talking about with the team. Like when Olivia's out,
And so
that
you
team
think the
goes to
answer
shit.
to what you
Like
saw
it's
last
hard to
season
get any
was
flow
to move your
offensive.
highest freshman recruit to the bench?
I mean, was she a starter already? No. So there's no expectations
Because she
of
was
what she's
a
gonna
year. What
do.
are
I'm
you talking
my point exactly though. But what I'm saying is Notre Dame struggled when Olivia was out.
about? Did she
And
start last year? She was preparing for prom, my
obviously
guy.
rhetorical.
She was
Okay,
working at
so
McDonald's in the
Rashard,
spring.
Rashard,
It was a
Rashard.
rhetorical question. But
Okay,
my
I'm gonna take
point
it back to
is
you like this. I'm gonna take it
they
back. So
struggled
if Olivia is
terribly.
not healthy, right? If she's not healthy, that means that she more than likely won't be starting this to start the season, correct?
Right.
So someone's gonna start in her place, correct?
It's gonna be Hannah for sure. Yeah.
Okay. So if Hannah's already
You see those
starting,
two starting together.
listen. If Hannah's already starting to start the season, they're developing a rhythm and a chemistry with her starting the season, and Olivia joins the team later or starts playing later. You think the chemistry should be shifted by moving the person who started the season as lead ball handler to the bench?
Regardless, you know Olivia's gonna start eventually, right? So
Okay,
you're gonna
right.
together.
And so you're going to move the player
So
who you
Hannah's
just
gonna
said didn't have no experience starting to the bench because
so
now
Hannah's
she
gonna be
does.
the two.
Okay.
I
All
don't
right.
see
So,
that. I just don't see
okay.
that right now.
Okay.
We're gonna write
One
that
question.
down. We're gonna write it down.
We got
Hold on,
receipts.
no,
Y'all can
it's
write that
it's
down.
time to
I
bring
We're
back
back.
some.
just don't
We're
see
really
it.
back. That's how I know the
Like
season's about to
I'm
change.
going based off like what I've seen the past few seasons. Notre Dame terribly
She
when
wasn't there.
obviously
He,
like
so
Well,
you're using
obviously,
Rashard.
they needed a
Rashard,
ball handler off
you're
the
using a
bench.
pattern of play. You're saying that the team was not good when they don't have a backup coming off the bench, correct?
Yeah.
So that is your coaching decision. But are you the coach of Notre Dame?
I'm not, but this
The
is
head
why
coach is the
I'm
coach
over
that is
here
making
giving my
decisions that you
prediction
disagree with.
on what a team that I watch
If the
do
coach
and
is not
should do. So we
similar
see
to
if
what
I'm
you
wrong,
agree with,
if I'm
then
right,
one would
I'm right.
contend that
I
history
just don't.
supports the fact that she is going to make decisions as to what she has been doing prior, meaning you are wrong.
hey, I just got a question, Rashard. Would you bring Skylar Diggins off the bench?
I never called that girl Skylar.
Well, the
Your
one who
coach
knows her
did.
better
I never
did.
and you
Rashard said, "Relax."
you're right.
Yes, I didn't get on Spaces when my daughter was here, but I know them better. You guys make some Illinois. The Illini are 21 or 23.
They gonna hoop. They gonna finish top 4 in the Big 12, Big 10.
That's a hot take.
I like the way they ended last year. I could see that, low key.
And they just got ACC footwork girl from
Bobby,
But Shara,
No,
don't start. That's the
the
SEC,
girl
okay?
from NC State that y'all like.
Bobby.
Yeah, they got her, which helps, and then they got
Damn,
the
everybody
guards from
left
NC.
NC State, didn't it?
yeah, everybody except for Sanaya.
Sanaya, yeah.
And what you call
Bless it.
that other girl, Madison Hayes.
What you call it gonna be good, I think. Or they gonna be decent. I think Oklahoma State could be decent.
Hello, Big 12.
I agree.
Look at
You said Oklahoma State, not Oklahoma.
I
Right.
know. We take
Oklahoma
our
State.
He said one of them.
This is the first time
I'm leaving here with something.
ever on this
Who is Oklahoma State's coach?
J.C. Holt.
Do-
Holt.
Brandon know all the coach names.
She got cute shoes.
I'm trying to decide whether TCU or Oklahoma State will finish higher, and I don't know who.
I would expect Oklahoma State. That would be my
The fight in Sedona's.
Sedona's gonna give double-digit
Sedona is about to be
points
Big
and
12 Player of the
rebounds,
Year.
and Andrew is going to be livid.
Sedona is gonna be Big 12 Player of the Year, and she like, is this what y'all been waiting for?
But she's going to be going up against all her former Pac-12 mamas, because the girl at Texas was at Oregon State when Sedona was at Oregon.
Wait, bro.
The tall white girl with bad feet. What's the child name?
Sedona.
No, at Texas.
Oh wait, the ones who that I don't know. I just remember them.
He was their only big left last year after Gaston and Moore got hurt. Y'all know who the hell I'm talking about.
I know, but I can't remember her name.
All I remember is Kylie.
Taylor something? Jones?
Taylor Jones. Thank you, Rashard.
Yes. I
was wrong
I
about
could picture
Notre
her
Dame,
in my
but he
head.
be
I
in the
can't think of her
tradition.
name. But yes, that's who they left was.
I woke up right on time.
Is Shaylee Gonzalez and her niece still there?
Yeah, Shaylee's still there.
Oh, bless you.
I'll be so glad when this COVID stuff is over.
If I'm not mistaken,
I literally can't keep track. I'm gonna just wait till once the first games come out. I'm like, oh, okay, they still there. Okay.
Whenever this won't be done until Paige decides whether she's gonna stay or go to the WNBA. That's how I know all this shit is over.
Not like the groundhog coming out.
It's COVID over.
And some people got
unrelated
red shirt and COVID years. Like they still gonna be in school.
It's like I said. I'm gonna just wait till opening night.
Hell, because Paige technically got 2 years left too.
Yeah, she do.
Unrelated. I want to say shout out to Purdue. They said we got money for 3 trips. Make it work. And they got they went to 3 households.
Wait,
who they got?
Ooh, they got 3 sets of sisters.
That was so funny.
One of them is a Maryland transfer, and the other she committed verbally. My sister was out, and I'm out.
They fill out 3 houses, fill out half of the roster.
But why y'all joking? Purdue could shake some shit up because they looked good last year. They just lost.
Oh no, we're not saying they're not. Oh, yeah, I'm just saying way to make that travel budget stretch.
Yeah, and Greg is captain, their coach. So I like to root for them when I can.
All they need now is the Hayes sisters, and they have the whole team.
Did them girls leave?
I think it's still 2 more left.
No, they left Mississippi State though. I think.
Oh, well, yeah.
Where are they now?
One turn.
I have
somebody went to Austin P or Western Kentucky or somewhere.
Yikes.
It's 3 of them in college still, but yeah,
Wait, now how many? It was more.
the youngest one.
It was 4 of them all together.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Get off of her.
One of them played. It's less than it's one of them. It didn't
now
really.
this one had some offers, but she went somewhere else.
I need someone to do some research on Georgia this year. Well, how's them girls gonna look?
I don't know. I don't know. Cause I think you remember she had that new coach, but her safety blanket was the kids that she had to come with her, but now they.
Yes.
So I'm
But
not. I
doesn't she
think
still have the really good post player girl?
The light skin.
Yes,
Javelin.
light skinned 4C mama.
Javin. Is it Javin or Javelin?
Yeah, Javin Nicholson.
I like her. She's good.
Okay.
But I don't know. Like overall, I'm not really sure what to expect.
They losing all their bark. Because Diamond was a good one for them. Diamond and
No, all them damn girls was barking and doing too much.
They do have that one guard. She played really well in the Iowa game off the bench in the tournament. She was just athletic and vibes.
With the
But I think
locks?
she was yes.
I thought she was a big.
She's like I think they played her as a 3.
Yeah. I don't remember her name, but I know you're talking about. She was. I liked her.
Yeah, she's young. I think she was a freshman.
But yeah, she probably gonna have to build that up again.
And I really think Arizona will finish the season top 15.
I don't even. Oh, they got Jada. Who else?
They're just young but really good. They got the West Virginia girl that Rashard had.
Esmery. Martinez
the
still
girl
there.
from Minnesota
Yep,
too.
Martinez still there.
Maya, Najee,
Oh
Rhea
yeah.
Cunningham.
They got a lot of
Intrigue
unknowns,
They
but
got
and big.
West Coast
So.
girlies. I don't be knowing
Yeah.
too much about them, but
I think they got the right coach to pull what they need out of them to make some shape.
I can't wait to see Virginia.
I'm about to say that. I wonder how UVA is gonna look. They got that girl from is it Paris? I don't want to say, her last name Clark.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, from Arizona. Mira McLean should be healthy.
Sam. Is this Sam's last year?
Yeah.
But didn't she get a medical red shirt up in there? So
Who?
she got
Well, she
Sam
had
medical?
Brunel.
she had the COVID year and the medical red shirt.
Oh, brother, she's still playing?
Yeah.
Oh my God, today.
I mean, technically, she's Aaliyah's class, so yeah, she got COVID. Yeah.
Oh God.
But if she got injured at the beginning of the season, she very well could.
I feel like she got
No,
one
it's
more
not
year,
last year.
like more than this year.
During ACC play, if I'm not mistaken.
Ain't Mira in that same class too? Mira played for 2 schools in one season.
I can't remember.
Correct. She did.
She left UConn and suited up right away from Virginia.
She did. I like Mir.
I do too. She's solid. Mississippi State gonna be hooping.
They are.
That's low other team.
I like
it for Texas.
They could compete for top 4. Wait a minute. Maybe.
Yeah.
No, yeah,
With
They can.
easily.
LSU, South
I
Carolina,
think Texas A&M
Ole
gonna be in
Miss.
that fight too.
I think Texas A&M, Ole Miss.
I think it's Texas A&M and then maybe Mississippi State. Tennessee. Well, no, Tennessee.
And Ole Miss.
I was gonna
like
say, not
Mississippi
Tennessee.
State has more
Tennessee is top
surety
3 to
than
me.
even Texas A&M though.
Say
Wait,
what?
what'd you say, Dolores?
I feel like I'm a little bit more sure in Mississippi State than Texas A&M, and that's not to say Texas A&M won't finish top 3.
Yeah, I think so too. Just because right now I feel like they played, they had to have a foundation there a little more solid. I can see that, but I do think Texas A&M push it back up.
Yeah, I mean, like Mississippi State had a core, and they're adding pieces to the core. Texas A&M is new.
Right.
True.
I like how Texas A&M ended their season.
What you
and
call it can coach
obviously
too? Lil White.
That man coach Sam.
That's my guy.
I really like him.
I like him too.
Yeah,
I like him a lot.
Y'all leave Lil Kirk Miller alone.
What's his real name? Sam Purcell, right?
Yeah, that's
Sam Purcell.
Yeah, I like it.
There.
And he ride down on defense, and that shit. And I think the big the post player looked so much better.
Jessica.
Yes.
Yeah, Jessica.
Wait. She's still there too?
Oh, you
Yeah.
forgot she was,
She
set
had
up.
some issues though, so
She had some personal turmoil.
Yeah,
yeah. So she had
this is
to.
her last year.
Yo, I just forgot we got Sakima on our team and Sanaya. Oh my God, the girl sleep. I'm sorry. Continue. I
Jessica played
always,
against Asia, and
I
She
always.
did. No, she didn't.
No, she did. She played against Kiki.
Yeah, we
She was
talked
in
about
that
that
she
before.
did Kiki, yeah.
Kiki is a whole mama now. Girl.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
But no,
insane.
That's
like
crazy.
what Lo was saying, that's what I was gonna get at.
That
But
baby about to be
um,
3.
I'm fine with like the people sleeping on South Carolina. Like I think people that don't really keep track and watch, they just assume because a person don't play that they ain't gonna be prepared or ready for the season, which is cool. Just gonna have to wait and see.
People think this is gonna be that 18-19 year. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
That was brutal.
Mm. Me and Rob sat there and damn near cried on that decade.
Brandon's telling
When we played Baylor,
We don't
Baylor
talk
and
about those
Maryland.
years,
Maryland
man.
walked
y'all
us.
was there at the Baylor game.
We were at the Baylor game and the
Me
Maryland game.
too. I was there too.
Listen, we was up at half. Maryland walked our ass down.
Y'all asses was going to be some whores because ain't no reason y'all went to that game because y'all thought we was going to be competitive.
No, we were solid, man.
I know, no, I know Lo went for the
Oh,
sake of basketball purposes, but Brandon, oh bitch, I already
oh
know
yeah,
you was
me
there to
and my
be a
mama
whore.
went.
Shakira checked into that damn game, and I'm like, damn, that girl tall, man. She was going to work.
You were a
We
mess.
watched that league dwindle right on down. Lord Jesus, that was a year.
That Baylor game was a mess.
Mississippi State was handling us, lashes jumping all of our backs, getting rebounds.
Ain't that the year we got booted the first that
Sure
Friday?
did by
The
Arkansas.
SEC?
Let me tell you, after
Oh,
that game, me and Rob, we went to
cried.
Greenville.
I just gonna lie.
We
I turned it to y'all so bad. I'm like,
we checked out that hotel quick. Rob said, "I'm going home tomorrow." I said, "Me too."
Hey,
remember
that's
the
what
remember the
Rob
Baylor
don't play
season?
about. If we lose, Rob out.
He
Remember,
said, "Rob said
remember
Look,
that
and
gonna be
it be in real life too. I'll be like, I'm going home.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Rob be out.
he'll rebook the flight and everything. Like,
Rob
at the
be out
Final
the way.
Four.
yeah, at the
Like at
Final
the
Four, he
Final
did.
Four the next morning, Rob was like, I'm home. Like, nigga, what? The game ended at like midnight. The fuck?
Rob don't play. When it's over, Rob is out.
we we
He
sat
be
there at that
serious.
game and we went to Joe's Crab Shack. We ate ourselves sad that night. We were so tired. Cheryl Reed was at that game scouting and some of the G's. They walked away shaking their heads. I'm like, God damn it. Woo, child. But Kiki went off though. She went off.
Kim thought she was slick that year. Like now you want to play South Carolina when Asia leave.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. Well, y'all, did we miss any other current events?
I missed it.
Oh boy.
Well, yeah, because you were a day late and
I want to know. It's interesting. I'm sorry to bring this up. I feel like it. I know the girlies don't like when we talk about black women and black women's plight through things, but it's interesting the intensity and the what's the word? The persistence to vilify Cheryl Swoops that we've been seeing as of late. She's finally starting to get her flowers from the league. We're finally starting to see her everywhere like we should because she's a legend. She's been there, done that. We should respect her. And now it's just so much on
The
like
word is vigor. The girls are attacking with
it's
vigor.
and I don't like it because we don't see any other legends. Never mind, y'all. Let's just
see, and the thing about that, because they kept posting that little article about the investigation at Loyola in my mention. So I actually read it because I'm a literate nigga, you know? So then I'm looking and the players were like, she cried during halftime and begged us to play better. There were a couple times she stormed out of practice angry. Like it said in the article, like there was no physical abuse. There was, she didn't have the temperament, it seemed like. And there was a quote from one of the recruits' grandmothers that was like, yeah, nothing that came up made me uncomfortable about sending my grandchild to play for her. So it's like, I can understand, if the coach starts crying, like that weirds me out. I don't want to play here anymore. And, they're not rocking with that. But like, I don't think that people posting the articles and stuff actually read what happened at that investigation. Because
It would
at
mean
the
that they
end,
could read, Shawnee.
They
well,
never do.
there's that.
They never do.
The point is not to read. Like, these are the very same people that
Oh, I know where
live
it's
for
going.
gotcha moments on this app. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
at no
absolutely.
and like there is no, like, if Cher was like applauding Gino or applauding Stewie, oh my god, a legend is stamped Stewie. But because she is speaking about similar topics that we speak about, she's a very unapologetic Black woman. The goal then is to turn her her willingness to speak out into, oh, she's a terrible person, using articles as a, oh, is this you? And it's like, well, she's, we still respect her. The coin's still coining. She be on TV every other week. Like, she's on everybody's podcast. Like, it's just very lame. And yeah, low.
Oh yeah, no, I was just
truth.
Yeah, and I was just saying from the perspective of, if you're actually gonna post it, read it. Because then when I start asking people, like, you seriously have a problem with this, then it turns into, well, yeah, because you didn't read it.
Yeah,
And you sound silly now.
And I also think that one of the issues is that we always say people handle women's basketball with kids' gloves. We don't really get to talk about what's real and what's not. So her saying, and I wish people would have listened, because she wasn't dissing Angel. She just said for the first couple of years she'll be just another girl until she like essentially just matures into the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which isn't a bad take at all. But it's just the constant need to vilify her. But and we just want everything to be so happy go lucky and positive. And it wasn't even rude, but
And the point of sports media and growing a sport is for conversations to happen daily and continuously. Like, that you've reached a certain level when people are talking about you for a job, when people keep the conversation going. So these tweets about, like, oh my god, move on, like, do you want to have a job? Like, is this what you want to do full time? Because that's the point of the job, is for people to continuously talk about the sport.
Well, see, now it's not UConn centric, so now they're upset because you got 50 million people that have been covering it the same way, and now you have Carolyn Peck saying something a little different, then you have Cheryl Swoops, and then all of a sudden, like, these are pioneers in the game.
Throw us in there.
Us too. But I'm saying, like, we're not Hall of Famers technically. That's the only reason I didn't include us. You know what I'm saying?
We got a Murphy. I don't care what you think.
Hey, hold on, yeah.
Right.
Let's talk about it. So, like, when you have people suddenly, like, yeah, you're real comfortable, like Dolores said, talking about Black legends because they're not falling in line and praising the white institutions that
praising Rebecca Lobo.
Very much.
It's just not, and it's not even. It's not like, I don't even a shade, but it's like Cheryl has literally done so much in our game. Like, if you're a fan of women's basketball, like, how could you not like?
Cheryl ain't had to eat by herself at the
Hello, I was getting ready to say my goat ain't eating the bathroom.
But also, like, the gag is that every person who's lived on this earth has a skeleton or has done something that is not socially acceptable. Like, if every time DT didn't do something that we like, somebody brought up a picture of her driving
DUI,
like her DUI, like, we don't do that because death and because life and shit happens, and you won't always get it right.
Now, you ain't gonna judge me. I might have driven off without paying for my food at Chick-fil-A one time, but that was a mistake.
You stole from a Christian institution? Hold on.
He stole from Bigot Chicken.
It was Bigot Chicken. So yeah, Bigot Chicken. You know that's my favorite. Bigot Chicken.
Okay. I walked out of Kroger without paying for my margarita the other day.
Wait, Lo, we got to get on this plane. We got to get on this plane in a couple weeks. That might be a little bit too soon, though.
Yeah, no, like, let's start past that and get back to Kroger having margaritas.
I need to head down to South Carolina.
Not the other. I didn't mean to.
Oh Lord.
Know what I stand the Xbox 5
Wait,
for
wait,
ever.
wait, wait. Y'all do got liquor in the grocery stores, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Dang, must be nice, Texas.
My go-to when I'm at the self-checkout is 4011, and if you know, you know.
Please don't incriminate yourself. Go ahead.
It's champagne.
Yeah,
Oh, wait, what?
I said go ahead, and please
Sorry,
don't
Low brought
incriminate
up
yourself.
Lobo. Sorry, Low brought up Lobo, and this was on my spirit because I didn't want to quote tweet her because I didn't want to share what she posted. But why the fuck would you go and clip when Chelsea gets hurt and put it on your Twitter page? Never in any of my days have I seen an analyst who covered the game go and take a clip from a game where a player is clearly in agony and put it on their Twitter and be like, "Yeah, listen to my analysis." Mind you, the analysis was bullshit. Well, if she's hurt, it changes the series significantly. You fucking think? You don't think we know that? See Chelsea saying it pop on your fucking Twitter page. Like, what the fuck be wrong with y'all? I'm
Yeah.
sorry,
You saying
that
that
really
was
pissed
her
me
Emmy?
off.
That was her Emmy reel?
That was her Emmy reel. Didn't even say shit worth a damn. It'll change the series. Oh, really?
I hate
Magic Johnson ass analysis.
it was so many tweets that was going on like, oh my god, like the series is gonna change obviously. Like as if they
But
freaking
but
covered something.
you hear how the conversations around the series and not the severity of her injury. That's what I'm talking about. Like
Right.
that's why I'm annoyed about this whole conversation is because when Paige went down, it was not, oh my god, UConn is about to lose a title. It's, oh my god, like her career, like this is terrible for her.
He went out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got him.
Oh.
My bad, Dolores.
That being quieter made it 10 times funnier. Like,
All right, so we will be on playback tomorrow for Game 4.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, you know, we will have a prayer circle pre-game.
Seance as well for the other people.
Oh, okay, yeah, y'all.
For all my prayer warriors out there, send up your prayers. And
Healing
all
hands.
together,
Touch
we all
and
gonna
deliver.
put on the whole armor of God, and we
Amen.
gonna
Y'all keep a
have
lookout
our
for
girlies
Rashad
back.
on the layup line.
Joanna. I love you, Joanna.
Joanna coming
I will
to
be
town.
there. I'm gonna go get some champagne. I'm gonna get some champagne anyway. Let's do it.
Wait, I do have a question. Did y'all talk about mid-major rankings and stuff too? Or sorry, I was a little late.
I wish you would
We
that
did
early.
not, but we can.
I didn't even
We
see
can
it. They
definitely.
came out.
Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't. I mean, I didn't see any. I just thought we were gonna talk about them, but we can talk about that next week.
Yeah, they should be out by then, and then we'll have the HBCU ones too.
That's mainly who I was referring to. Cause I'm really excited to see what Howard and Norfolk and Jackson State going to do this year. I've given up hope on my school because we just glad to be there participating. Everybody else, I think they have a solid season.
What school is they at again?
Huh?
That's Arkansas, Pine Bluff.
Zay is it's black and gold. I don't know which one. Is it the
Yeah,
Pine
PB.
Bluff
It's
or
PB.
Grambling? Okay.
I think it's Pine Bluff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they're gonna be good.
All right.
They got like 4 other Power 5 transfers. Yeah, they could be solid. Okay, Shawnee, bye.
We will dive deeper into that next week. Promises. We'll see y'all on playback tomorrow.
To do.
What? What?
Shani got stuff to do.
What you doing? What you doing, Lo?
She got people to do.
Brendan, sing the
Oh,
I ain't say that.
Crazy.
oh my gosh.
Business.
Like enemies left and right out of nowhere.
she gonna
I
get a
meant
milk.
like in
She gonna get a
basketball.
single.
I meant like in basketball, like you do them
Right.
in. Like you got basketball games to play. You
She
got
getting a
Work on
single
that pivot,
milkshake
my
with
brother.
3 straws.
9:30.
y'all. Shani got a tournament.
I'll go tonight. Somebody told me one of
Shawty
you will
got a
betray me tonight.
tournament.
What a terrible pivot.
He said
Terrible pivot.
Shawty got a tournament.
And she doing them in, doing them in.
Wow. We
So now
wrap
I'm
it
a
up. Please
whore.
wrap it up.
I'm not. Girl, what did you say? Although I
I
don't
said
want to know.
one of them will betray you tonight.
Okay.
One
This
milk,
me, Jesus.
one milkshake, 2 straws.
Really?
Ben and Jerry's. Buy some ice cream.
Little
Thick than a
foam on the
motherfucker.
nose.
She is mute.
I'm just making sure all hearts and minds are clear since everybody accused me of rushing off. It's 9:40.
Hearts and minds clear, but the backs ain't.
Wow.
In the spaces. In the
All right.
spaces.
Well, as your certified lover hater, I'm out. Good night.